Welcome back, guys. In the last few videos we've been talking about how to improve your stats, improve your skills. Some people still have some questions, so today we're going to be looking at my build, my DPS build, what talents, what skills, all of that I'm using, and how I got my DPS as high as it is, and what I think works best with it. Now, this build is not complete, but it's just going to give you an idea of where I'm at the moment and how maybe you can use some of these things to help yourself out and get your DPS or your stamina or things like that up. So what we need to look at here first is the gear I'm wearing. So for the chest piece, I'm just wearing a normal high-end chest piece. It does, however, have the reckless talent on it to increase damage by 13%, but incoming damage is also increased. That was bugged where it wasn't increasing the incoming damage. Don't know if they've fixed that yet. Next, you'll see we have health on kills. I really love having that. We have armor, we have ammo, and a mod slot. The other thing there is not being used, so that's where you can always see there's room to improve. On the striker's mask, have a good stamina roll with critical hit chance. We have scavenging, seeker mine not being used, so again, if I get something that applies in that slot that's better for me, we will be using that. On the knee pads, you can see we have armor, enemy armor damage, increased kill XP, which I'll get rid of a little bit later. Scavenging again, because I like that. Combined with a mod slot, and then we have something that's been unused again. Now we have a Sentry's Call backpack. This again, because my skill power is so low to get the health and the DPS to where it is. It's showing the secondary DPS there, but still. I've gone for some skill power on it. That's really going to help out in terms of cooldowns and the skill being actually effective. 11,000 is low as it is, but if I got rid of that, it'd be at 5,000. It would be basically useless. For the gloves, again, these aren't a set item. I do need one more set item for 2 slots, but we have Astute to increase critical hit chance. Not the best, but not the worst. We then have critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and SMG damage, as my primary weapon tends to be an SMG. We do have a striker's holster, which is almost perfect for me. It has armor on it, it has pulse critical hit damage, and a mod slot. So those are all the items that I'm wearing. I would like one more striker's item. That way it's going to really help with DPS and make you quite lethal. As well as that, one more Sentry's Call item to be worn to get that extra 30% headshot damage, and that would be the final build there for what I'm going for this DPS build. Now, as far as skills go, I'm gone pretty basic here. I use the self-heal with extra healing ability. I use the pulse for more damage, and then I use survival link because sometimes I play on my own quite a lot in the dark zone. Friends are off doing other things, so that really helps out if you're playing alone or in a group. In any situation, that helps out. On talents, we like to use triage. That way with triage, your skills are reduced when you're healing someone. That again helps with having the low skill power. Here we have using a med kit, reduces incoming damage if your health is low. That's really good because if my health's low, I'm in trouble anyway, so that's just going to help out loads. Next, killing a hostile while a skill is deployed will extend the length of that skill's duration, so brilliant for pulse there. And then obviously we have one is none, which just, it doesn't put your DPS stat up, but it's just so good for DPS because if you're against a big NPC, you can just keep hitting them in the head and keep getting your ammo back. Now, one thing that is super important on any build you're doing is armor. Armor is one of the most important things in the game, in my opinion. That's why you need to try and get it as high as you possibly can. It does cap out at 65% mitigation, so you're getting rid of 65% of incoming damage, whether you're on a tank or whether you've got lower health like me. That helps out a lot. A lot of people say glass cannon, but it doesn't feel that way when you have 65% armor mitigation. So that is the current build. We use a assault rifle in the secondary slot because I like to always have a full auto weapon, and then we're using a tactical AUG with around 290 DPS. On the attachments, I've gone for more damage on, as well as headshot damage, accuracy. I'm not a huge fan of accuracy, but I will take a little bit of it with the SMG just to, you know, try and keep things on target a bit more, but in the most part, SMGs are super accurate anyway. That's going to bring us to the end of this video. Hopefully it's helped you out, give you a few ideas. One thing I would say is always bear in mind where you're wanting to go with your build. Something might have one perk on it that you really like, but it doesn't mean it's going to be perfect for your build, and you may want to replace it and get something that's going to work just better for you. As I said, that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like rating. To never miss a video, don't forget to subscribe. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.